What's up, guys? This is your girl Ashley Wells, aka the Life Girl, coming at you with a very informative vlog, guys. So this is the thing. My coworker, at a long awaited, has finally found the quote unquote person of her dreams. Now that's how she described them. So I'm not sure if they're a man, I'm not sure if they're a woman, not sure. But she is over the hills, just happy and giddy, and just literally going around the office in full bliss. But your girl can tell something was amiss. But me being me, I respectful. I keep it to myself because nowadays, people, it's so weird. They want to sit here and talk and tell you about the relationship, but yet get mad at you when you have give them a real rightful opinion about the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So they're all like, "What should I do? Should I do this?" And then when you give them the logistics, like give them the real, they get mad at you. They get mad at you. They throw a fit at you for you seeing what is very obvious. The person's not happy. The person needs to move on. Whatever may have you. So now it's just like I don't say ish. I keep it to myself because at the end of the day, that's truly what they want you to do. They really want to just have someone just cheer them on an obvious nightmare. So that's how I do now. I'm like, hey, to each his own. I learned my lesson never to be involved with anybody's relationship antics because a lot of times they're always over the top, and they're usually going to take that person back, blah, yada, 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 yada. But with this situation, guys, it made me think of what are some tall tale obvious signs of control. So with her, it was very obvious that she was in a very controlled courtship or relationship, whatever you want to call it. And the thing was, she did not have the gall to say, hey, I think I'm being controlled, but I'm not sure. She wants to, but she just doesn't have the nerve to. So that inspired me to give out the decent, even what was a lot of experiences that I had with people who, quote unquote, were underlining controlling me. And I didn't pick it up, or if I did, it was just way too late. So guys, with this, I'm going to give you the details on some of the most tall tale early bird signs that the individual is slowly trying to control you. And these little tactics are cute and very effective. So one of the many tactics that I witnessed, that I experienced over the years, was the infamous. Let's call this one the claim tactic. So the claim tactic, guys, is when you're out with your friends, or you might even be out with your family. Now, mind you, me, I'm the type where if my significant other is out with friends and family, I leave it at just that because that's her time. That's or anybody, that's their time to be with loved ones and things of that nature. I don't need to be blowing you up, calling you every 5 seconds. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Where are you up to? When are you gonna be home? No. Everybody has the right to have their own freedom to do what they want to do with their friends and family. If you First of all, if you like that, then you have some serious confidence issues, and that needs to get worked on. So typically, I don't say nothing to her while she's with friends and family, and I'm the same way. When I'm having my homie time or my family time, whatever, that's just how it is. So I react and respond to the situation just as I would respect for my significant others are respected for me as well too. So usually what happens, guys, is the individual will constantly send you text message. Now that's how it usually starts. It'll usually be like a text message or a random call. Oh, babe, hey, I just haven't heard from you. I just want to see how you're doing. Or they'll send you an emoji. One, because honestly, what they're trying to do and say is, here, I want to see if you're cheating. I want to see if you were someone else I don't approve of. That's what they're really undoubtedly doing. So they want to see if you're going to call them baby, or if you're going to answer, or see what your response is going to be. That's usually what it is. Now that's a bad sign because right there they're showing they have no confidence in you. You know what I'm saying? They automatically off the bar think you're moving around with someone else. And then too, they're also trying to dominate your time. Yes. So I had an ex where she would send heart emojis or kissy emojis, and I sent it back because at first it was very harmless. But then, as I noticed, as time grew into our relationship, she was doing it more and more and more often. And then it became to where every time I was even with friends and family, she would literally do this throughout the entire time I'd be with them. And then literally would create and cause an argument. Even though I was still reporting to her right there on the marker, giving her what she wanted and needed, but she still will use that as a collective way to cause an argument. So what happens is, doing so, I will become just exhausted. And periodically, what they're trying to do is make it to where you become more timid and less enchanted in hanging out with your friends or family, therefore dominating your time. Let's see. Another tall tale was uh demandment over the phone. So I had an ex, actually, guys, that wanted me to literally be at her beck and call 24/7. So she had a different service than I did, and back then, guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but if you was like in certain services, this is when text messaging and stuff wasn't totally free. You know what I'm saying? You had peak hours when text messaging was free, or if you was texting someone outside of your phone carrier network, there was additional charges. So this girl, now I'm like, first of all, we were just dating. We were just getting to know each other stages. We weren't even official for real yet. So what she ended up doing, guys, is this girl had the nerve. Listen, we were probably like not even on our second date at this point. She took it upon herself to buy me a cell phone. She bought me a cell phone with a totally different number. Now, normally, you get a cell phone. Hey, love, here, happy birthday, or whatever may have you. Here's a new cell phone. Because my phone was a little raggedy. But instead of me just get a new phone and carry over my actual number, she was like, no, let's get you a brand new number. She got me a brand new number, brand new phone, and even a smartwatch, guys, to go with it. So that way, there will be no excuse. She can talk to me over her heart's desires 24/7. She can keep up with me. She can monitor me 24/7. There was no excuse because with me having a different coverage, I couldn't always talk to her all the time, or I couldn't always text her all the time. So this way, bam, she can monitor and know where I was at, what I was doing. This was even back then, guys, and even had the free will to contact me via call or text me 24/7. When I got one of that, I was like, oh no, honey. No, again, didn't have anything to hide, but I believe in people need to have their personal space sometimes as well, too. You don't have to be 24/7 under your significant other. They need to have their space sometimes to be out and be free and socialize as well as you do. So with her, very demanding, and she literally brought that right on me, like right there. And she was the only one that tried to do that. There was others as well that I've dated that try to pull the old cell phone switcheroo on me. One even got so desperate, folks, is she tried to take my phone while I was sleeping to have it, discontinued, and for me to wake up with a whole new phone that she bought me with a whole new number. Yeah. Now, mind you, that takes away my family, that takes away my friends' numbers, all that stuff. Yeah. hmm No lie. Let's see. Another tactic that I experienced over years with it came to control. Let's see. The routine change. So, guys, sometimes I've experienced where, and you probably have too, where you date, you talking with someone, and the conversations is on point. You're having fun, you're enjoying yourselves, you're getting to know this person on a different level, and then typically you kind of learn the routine. So, maybe get up at such and such time where you do, and you do your morning greetings or something like that, and you text during your breaks or contact each other during lunch breaks or whatever. You guys create pretty much a good routine for yourselves. However, you have that one individual, that control freak, that will change the game on you randomly. So what happens is, you guys get into a good routine, but they want to flip the script and be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I can't talk to you around this time no more. So I need you to talk to me around this time. Yeah, I don't want to talk on the phone on these particular days. So let's talk on the phone these particular days only. Now you're thinking like, what the? Yeah, they do that. They take you out of your cush routine that worked for both of you and change it up to where it works for them. And typically, what happens with this is, guess what? They're usually entertaining someone else. So when it comes to this, doesn't even stop with phone calls or text messages. This also starts with when you're visiting them as well too. So they'll change up your visiting days, your contact days, the time you talk on the phone, or they even will reduce these times as well, folks. And what happens is once they say, okay, yeah, honey, I don't, look, can we change the days when we go on our date nights or when we see each other? Because what in doubt they're doing is they're entertaining someone else, and usually all that hatred and, well, what are you doing? Well, why were you so late contacting me? Well, why you gotta get off the phone? Because one, they change up the routine that you guys had got so cush and comfortable with. So then they backlash what they creepy asses are doing onto you. Knowing the fact that they're entertaining someone else, they're trying to put that blame on you. And you're simply just trying to adjust to the routine they created for you. Ugh, guys. And majority of these crazy tactics came from two of my exes, but mostly came from one in particular. One, she had terrible control issues, so bad that myself and another called her out on it. And that's when all of a sudden she was done with those relationships. Once when we were able to call her out on her controlling tactics and ways. I'm trying to think. Another one it's just a classic gaslighting stuff. When someone brings you is very insistent on bringing you a gift first, and remember, it got to be first. They are super insistent on bringing you a gift first. This sets the game for you to be like, oh my God, you are so sweet to do this for me. No one has ever done this for me before. And then what ends up happening, guys, is that person is molding and encouraging you to, guess what? Give them a gift. And then usually by instinct, you want to top that gift. You want to give them something better and greater and, whatever. But it paves the way because then before you know it, you done groomed yourself into giving them gifts all the time. And they just eats it up. They just eat it up. So then all of a sudden when the conversations happen, oh man, I need this done. Oh God, I want this purse. You go from doing something as a payback. Maybe they gave you a bouquet of flowers or a candle or something, something out of nature and character that you never experienced before, never had before, or literally just in general never had before. And they mix it up, mold it up, and they take your good-hearted spiritual nature against you, and you find yourself just want to shower them with gifts. Yeah, I even had friends do this as well too. So before you know, while you're in that high of, okay, I gotta do something wonderful for her, then they start feeding you, oh man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I need a new purse. Guess what? Then you end up juggling yourself out there to get them a new purse. Get them a grand, beautiful, nice purse. And then it grows and grows and grows while they're sitting here half-assing giving you crap, if anything. They're not giving you anything at all. But each time you get them gifts, it grows and grows and grows to be more expensive, more lavish, everything, you name it. So yeah. So I would say that, oh God, and then one of the main benefactors of all that I see so many times is the relocation control tactic. And this is when you meet someone who's so insistent for you to relocate to where they are. They don't want to be in the middle. They don't even want to move down closer towards you. They want you to give up everything and move to them each and every time. And always the excuse is, well, I'm in this, my job, my family, not typically even caring about your job or family situations. And sometimes they go for people who don't even have much family. Therefore, they take advantage of you guys the most because they don't have to worry about an audience monitoring or seeing what they're doing to you. So typically, they always get you to move to them. And it's always the people who are in like bum fuck places, like in the country or in the middle of nowhere, where they can do whatever the hell it is they want to do to you. Whoo, yes. So those ones who literally don't got many friends or much family, whatever, watch out, because y'all are the main victims they go for. And I can't tell you how many times I came across people that I've met over years who end up dating different people, and that's the MO. They end up finding someone who wants to relocate them somewhere else, and guess what? Two of these associates are living miserably because they can barely keep any money because that person is spending it or taking it, and they literally burn so many bridges moving up there, it's almost impossible at this point for them to move back. So, guys, be careful. Be very wary of the red flag of the control freaks, because these people are literally, causing a lot of harm to a lot of good people, especially if you have kids. That's even harder for you trying to adjust to all this, and you trying to balance kids as well too. So guys, yeah, be safe out there with these control freaks, because they're deadly. They're out there, they're deadly, and just the cute little tactics they do is very interesting. And then too, the thing is, a good tall tale sign of these control freaks is the ones who don't have no longevity relationships. Like, you notice they don't never. So for me, my longest relationship I ever been in was on and off for 12 years, and then I was in another one for just shy of 3 years. Now, don't get me wrong; doesn't mean I wasn't miserable, but the thing was, it shows when you have some longevity there, because it shows that you're willing to work and work hard for the relationship and do what it takes to maintain a relationship. But usually these control freaks, they kind of go by different victims because they get tired very quickly. They want to find a new victim that they can just use up. It's a thrill for them. It's a high for them. They enjoy harming different people, different victims. And many times they're already involved with someone. They're just trying to see how many people they can use up at the same time, or if they can juggle these people all at the same time. It's a thrill, it's a high for them. So, yeah, guys, just be very wary. And also, control freaks, they do not have much of a social life. They don't like being out there, they don't like going out. They're very secluded with where they like to go and where they like to be and when they like to be there. So typically, it tickles me how, you always hear they don't go to pride events, they don't go out in public, because guess what? They are in fear of someone's going to recognize them. Now, they can use the excuse, oh, I got anxiety issues. I'm very funny about being in large crowds. It's, for some people, that is true. But for control freaks, there's a reason for that, because they know damn well they done had so many victims, they might get identified. So keep that in mind, guys.